Hello animators and welcome to Elevate, a series where you guys test my animation skill in a variety of ways. And today, we got a pretty handsome challenge, no homo. I'm wearing the shirt, okay? It's fine, I got the shirt. Link for the shirt in the description. Yes. So the challenge we are doing today, make a good render, but everything has to be scaled down to 0.01. So the lowest possible scale. I think. I'm gonna start by importing Oblivion. So the biggest challenge, I think, when the dude is so freaking small, it's gonna be hard to position him and stuff. I think I should add the scenery first, but I just want to see what happens if I do 0.01. Of course. He's in there. You can see the tiny little head. The eyebrows and the mouth drop down don't scale with the character, because if the eyebrows scaled with the character and they turn sideways, if you close his eyes, you scale down the Y, and therefore the eyebrows would also just... they would just scale into the sides and disappear, which looks freaking broken, so I ticked off the thing, so the eyebrows just move down with the scale, they don't scale themselves. And the mouth drop down has a similar problem. If you scale up the mouth, you use the mouth by scaling the X and Y. So if you, for example, scale the X out, the mouth drop down starts poking out of the head, which is not cool, okay? It's not fine. So what I want to do is individually scale down the eyebrows, 0.01. The eyebrows should be fixed now, and I'm not sure they should be on there. The mouth drop down, yeah. Now the thing is, it's got twice as loud. Okay, I'm gonna open up the calculator. This requires some big brain math. Since the scale is 0.01 compared to the original one, I gotta multiply all of these values by 0.01. I think I just add 2 zeros everywhere. It's like, I just add 2 zeros, that's it. Like, the last time I was in math class was a while ago, don't judge me. Now the thing is, how do I can't even see this character. Interface? I can't see it because there's the freaking light in front of the screen. No, it's under controls. Slow modifier, I think I could just drop this down even more. So now I'm gonna go really slow. Oh, now a new problem occurs. I can see the character now, but if I go any closer, it's actually the camera buffer thing. Like, you know, when you go through blocks, you actually see the insides of them. The character is too close to the camera for me to even see him. So if I make a new camera, lower down the field of view, that helps. Good, make that invisible. What's with the eyebrows? I scaled them down, bruh. Scale the Z up. Oop. Okay, for some reason there's a threshold on the Z. If I scale that up, it should work fine. The eyebrows are now thick, but at least it works. Okay, so it's a payoff I'm willing to do. I'm gonna enable the gizmos on the camera because those gizmos are freaking huge, bro. Animate him from this view here. So eyebrows up. I should have just positioned him and do everything while the character was still scaled up and then just scale him back down. That's good enough for me. So if I put the Oblivion back to 1, and of course the face is now gonna be broken. That's not what I'm doing anyway right now. So the hood can be here. It looks so weird without the eyebrows. I think I'm just gonna go for something simple. I don't even know, man. I'm really rusty as far as the software goes. I mean, as far as the posing goes, because I haven't done renders in ages. I guess that's good enough for me, because I'm more concerned with the lighting. I want to see what the lighting looks like, because everything is scaled down, and I know mine-imator's lighting is very basic. And yes, I think I'm once again just actually gonna go with the default mountains biome, just like I always do, because it's fine, it works. Just go back to 0. And I think if I parent Oblivion to the mountain, I think I should be able to just scale the mountain down and Oblivion. How big is this thing? Okay, I could just scale the mountain down and Oblivion is already fine. And since I've already done the face and the eyebrows and stuff, I don't think I should have any problems here. I think I could also do the same with the camera. So like I could just position the camera here and if I scale it down, it's gonna be fine. However, I'm afraid that if I scale the thing down, the camera's gonna go too close to the object, so it's not gonna be visible anymore. So I'm just gonna put the camera in separately and just do the field of view thing. Next thing I wanna do is add the sky. So no more clouds, sphere, sky. Browse for texture. I can't see anything. Cloudy bright, because I always use this one. It works fine. Plus, the sun is on the right place. The brightness is supposed to be 100% because this is the freaking sky. That's why. And I think that's just a speculation. When I think, things usually don't go right. 0.01. Now everything is scaled down. And there's the mini Oblivion. This is so freaking cool. I don't even know why it excites me so much. Because like everything is super tiny. You can see all the super tiny details. And Oblivion is up here being like, bruh. This is where Oblivion is at. And I think I'm gonna try to add some lens flares. But I don't know how that's gonna look like. Especially because the glow thing is probably gonna break with a scale like this. I'm just gonna try to do something like this. Imagine just showing this image. Oops. Imagine just showing this image to somebody and being like, did you know this is tiny? This is minimalized down. So if I press this, the lighting definitely breaks and I'm gonna have to find a way around it. So don't cast shadows. What if the sky is casting shadows? Nope. You know what if I just increase the sunlight range? Wow. Okay. It looks solid enough. That's good. That's good. It actually works. The lighting actually works on such a tiny surface. I didn't think that was even possible. Next thing, I want to import my lens flare rig. That should give me 3 cameras. Right. So this is the first lens flare. Can't see it because of the light. Come on. This is the second one. And this is the third one. I think I prefer the first one the most. Parent the lens flare onto my already existing camera and make this one invisible. The lens flare rig is normally summoned away from the camera, and this is super tiny, so now I have to adjust everything in here to get the lens flare right. If I scale the lens flare down, all the textures are gonna remain the same because they don't inherit scale. Okay, do inherit scale can now be scaled down, and it doesn't look like it's going down. Oh, it's proportional. Okay, so I think I have to mess with the position of all of them now. You think I'm gonna do it? You guys, you think I can make this happen? Drop a comment below. What do you guys think? Am I gonna do this right, or is this gonna look ugly? Bro, I'm just disassembling my entire lens flare rig now. I'm gonna make the middle point and I'm gonna try to adjust the other ones so they're always gonna be in a straight line. I never would have thought that I'd be spending my day like this. I'm setting up miniature renders right now. Alright, that is something like this. If I cast glow, I think it's actually gonna work. Okay, the lens flare is gonna be slightly ugly. You can mess with individual individual assets glows, so I can just drop this down if I don't like it. This is a miniature render. It's obviously gonna be slightly wonky and ugly, but come on, look! This is already better than I would have bargained for. Make the sky glow, and then drop the glow color way down. Scale this glow up, but drop its glow color to be way down, because that looks like a natural transition. And I haven't even gone to the camera effects that I can apply to this. So depth of field, for an example. Fade size has to be 0 in this case. I'm gonna increase the blur, and this is gonna be a very, very delicate balance. Oh, it's already there. So I actually do have the blur on the background, like it's a big render thing, but I am a little bit scared because you can see the chromatic aberration on the clouds, and that's kind of ugly, but there's nothing I can really do to fix that right now. Bloom? I don't think I need bloom because everything is glowing already. It already feels too much, to be fair. Everything feels too much. This looks ugly because the blur is too much. But if I don't add enough blur, you can see the chromatic aberration, which is also ugly. I'm kind of divided here. Next up is color correction. Saturation could be dropped down, vibrance could be brought up, but there's a lot of contrast now, which means I kind of want to add a spotlight. All right. I'm doing this. This spotlight definitely already made a difference. Fade size, radius, sharpness, whatever. Slightly greenish because of the grass, and I want to make the sunlight slightly more yellowish. I think I know one more thing on how I can fix this. I think SSAO is super huge and it's everywhere. Everything is scaled down. That's the thing. If I make this strong, I don't think that's how SSAO is supposed to work, to be fair, but I think it was better to be set where it was before. Nope, not doing that anywhere. I mean, it would be very nice to have some variation on the blocks, because now both the blocks are the same tone, which can be taken away with the spotlight. Do you think I could try spotlight radius if I drop this down? I don't know exactly where the spotlight is shining, that's the thing. And I mean, only affect the oblivion and not the scenery around him. That would be nice. I want to light oblivion, but I don't want to light the blocks beneath him. That's the problem. Now only oblivion is lit, but the scenery is not. I've done it. I have done it. Let's see what happens if I export this tiny render. It's not even that bad. Come on. This is a really fun challenge. I think I'm gonna try doing slight adjustments in Photoshop as well. I know it's not the challenge, I just want to do it. And I'll just minus the selection where the legs are. Oblivion. Let's see, we can give him some satin. Without width. Okay, works fine. Color overlay. We could try giving him like a atmospheric thing. Actually, ooh, I could just color pick the background. Something like this. Because it feels like he's more in the atmosphere now. I also want to do the same for the scenery. To give back that sense of scale. Because everything is super tiny. And I want to add like an atmospheric effect. So it looks like there's fog, there's atmosphere, there's a lot of air in between there. One more thing I want to do. I could draw the edges edges and do my regular editing style, but I think I just want to leave it like this because it's actually pretty cool. I do want to go filter, render lens flare, if I could find it right there. Photo filter, here it is. This is the raw image, and this is the edited one. I just added some lighting and stuff. I don't think you can tell it's miniature. I think I can just pat myself on the back here. I did a good job. We're not gonna talk about the posing, because the posing is not the best, I know that. And I know for sure that I could do better in some other parts, but I'm pretty happy with this, because it looks like a solid render, considering that it's scaled on 0.01. This is so freaking tiny. But yes, that was it for the challenge. Thank you for suggesting it. It was pretty fun. I had fun doing this. If you have any of your challenges you want me to do, drop them in the comments below or in the Discord server where I do most of this kind of stuff. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider dropping a like on it and maybe hit the bell for more content. And with that on the side, until next time, stay sharp.